How's it going, everybody? My name is Warner Fields with Fields of Profit. I'm a six-figure Amazon seller and full-time student, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you a unique look into what I'm selling on Amazon. I'll dive into my categories. I'll show you a couple of the suppliers that I'm working with as far as online arbitrage, to kind of give you an idea of what to expect as far as how much you can sell from each supplier, like Walmart, Target, all that good stuff. And hopefully you'll just be able to have a better idea of the financials behind it. I'll show you the ROI that I'm getting from different categories and such, so you can kind of figure out what categories you want to niche down into. And if you're not ungated in any of these, maybe we can talk about what categories you want to get ungated in based on what I'm doing. But yeah, I hope this video is going to be useful if you're starting out, to get a kind of a good idea of what categories you should start to sell in a little bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Just real quick, I'm going to be helping your business out in this video, so if you can go ahead and click subscribe down below, help my business out. Let's make this a fair trade. Let's jump into it. If you're not familiar with Inventory Lab, it's basically just a software that allows you to list and find new products with Scoutify. It's an inventory tracker. It will let you plug in your cost of goods sold in when you're listing, and then you can actually send in shipments through Inventory Lab to Amazon. It's a little simpler than sending in those shipments through the Amazon Seller Central. So I use Inventory Lab for every shipment I send in, and so all that data is stored in Inventory Lab for me, and it's super handy at the end of the year when I'm trying to prepare my taxes. Really easy way to get my cost of goods sold, all that good stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and dive into just a brief overlook at what I'm selling. I'll give you a couple example products that I've sold in the past, maybe give you some inspiration so you can go out and start finding even more products. So we can just go ahead and look at this last month. This last month I've been selling right around $1,000 a day, maybe a little less, a little more, and I've made about a little over $1,000 every week, right around there. So probably about $1,200 a month is where this might average out, maybe $1,100, something like that. But that's my whole account. It's mostly online arbitrage at the moment, and I'll go ahead and dive into the categories that I'm selling. A great feature of Inventory Lab is that it allows you to go ahead and look at a lot of the detailed statistics behind your account. I like to use this category profitability, which I'm going to go ahead and check out here. I'm going to go ahead and sort by revenue, just so you can get a good idea of what categories that I have really been enjoying lately. So the top two categories are beauty. If you're not ungated in topicals, all that good stuff, vitamins is another big one, that health and beauty vitamins fall under there. That's what I sell a lot of right now, from suppliers like Walmart, Walgreens. iHerb is another big one. I can't show you the list of suppliers because it has some of my wholesalers on there. But as far as online arbitrage, I'm doing Walmart, Target, iHerb, and some Walgreens, if I didn't already mention that. But those are the big four for me. I don't mind mentioning that. There's plenty of products on those websites for all of us to get plenty of good profitable leads. But just kind of breaking it down here. So in the beauty category, I've sold about $13,000 this month on 641 units sold. Very few refunds, which is really nice about these categories with consumable products, is typically they already know what they're buying, and that means they're not really going to be like, I didn't like how this fit, or I didn't like, maybe it's a new product, like an outdoor product, and it didn't really work for them. Typically, if they're buying health and beauty products, they already know what it is. They're just taking the pills, or they're applying the face cream, or whatever it is. So it looks like we've got about 35% ROI in beauty, 45% ROI in health and beauty. I try to shoot for 35% ROI account wide. I think my average this year so far is somewhere around 39%. Account wide. That's a little higher for the wholesale products and can be slightly lower for online arbitrage, but 30 to 40% is kind of where I hang out. And that's where I know a lot of my other Amazon seller friends tend to hang out. So what ROI means in this case is every dollar you're spending on the inventory, it's going to return 1 times your ROI. 1 plus 1 times ROI plus 1. It's kind of confusing way to say it, I guess. But so if the ROI is 34%, you spend $1, you're going to make $1.34. So you can see how that can kind of snowball when you have these replenishable products that are possible to find with online arbitrage. So going down the list here, we've got grocery. I like grocery. These products are usually highly renewable. I've got 35% ROI here. Nothing too crazy. I've got 2 units refunded on 307. Again, those people don't typically return those products because it's just food. They already know what it is. We've got home improvement, which I actually lost money in this month. This is because I'm pretty sure that this whole number here is a wholesale product, that the price tanked. I've held it for a month and a half or so, and I'm just want to get rid of it, get my capital back. So I'm fine with taking a little bit of a loss to get a lot of that capital back, and go ahead and spend that on those categories that are more profitable. Just because that's the name of the game. You got to keep moving that inventory as quickly as you possibly can, because that's how you just keep building that snowball. So I'm liquidating those products. Amazon came onto it, so I'm having to beat Amazon, so it's kind of losing some money there, but that's fine. I've only lost 350 versus the over 1,000 that I've made in 3 other categories. That's just part of playing the Amazon game. And then the next category I've got on here is books. Books, if you're not already selling books, I like selling books because they're super cheap to acquire. I buy a lot of books from college students. I'm a college student myself, so I have connections with other college students. I'm able to buy their books, and then I can buy their friends' books and so on. So I just kind of made a little bit of a name for myself so that I can buy those textbooks. So I should sell a pretty good amount of textbooks here coming up in August, which I'm looking forward to, because those are some really high ROI flips. And then from there, it's kind of insignificant. We've got pet products. This is probably some products that I bought from Chewy. Those are just online arbitrage products. Looks like the ROI on this is also about 35%. So it's kind of neat to see how these ROIs at scale usually average out to that 35%. And then as we're going down, we've only got a couple units each down here. I've just started getting into shoes. Shout out my boy Flips for Miles. Go ahead and check him out. He's just starting on YouTube. He's big in the shoe game. If you want to learn the shoe game, I'm kind of learning that from him. But I'm looking forward to kind of getting into the Nike flipping game. I might make a video about that coming up soon. But now that we've kind of seen the category breakdown, let's go ahead and check out just a couple example products, and you can really go hit the ground running with whatever you want to go buy. So this first product from the past here, I want to go ahead and show you guys, is this Swiffer Wet Jet mopping cloths from Lowe's. I was buying these back in February for $7.89 each from Lowe's. You might be able to buy this still. I'm going to go ahead and copy this ASIN and show you on Amazon, but it looks like I was paying about $8 for it, and my fees total was $17. So I was making $5.39, which is about a 70% ROI, 25% profit margin. So that's a pretty good product. I'm going to go ahead and open it up on Amazon here. It looks like I was selling it back here in this area. So I was selling a little bit above the buy box. If you want to go ahead and check it out, this product might still be profitable, honestly. I just didn't like how heavy it was personally. And I had some issues where the product would open and kind of ruin the rest of the box. So it was just kind of a problematic product for me. I didn't really have any problems with it other than that. So if you really just wanted to dive in, this product might still be profitable, honestly. Let me do $21 right here. Buy it for $8. It looks like it's not as profitable as it used to be. The fees probably got recalculated a little bit. So if you're selling for $21, it's only a $3 profit. But that's not too horrible of an ROI. Margin's a little low, but that's just one product I was selling back then. Let me see if I can find another product, just kind of inspire you guys for what you want to sell in the future. Here's one more product that I was buying from Walgreens. Looks like this sold in late February. I was buying it for about $6 a unit from Walgreens. I was selling for $14. The profit on this in the end was $2.63. So that's a 44% ROI, 18% profit margin. Pretty solid sell here. The product is pretty cheap. I've heard a lot of people that try to stay away from products under $20. I don't really agree with that, because these products that you're able to buy for $5, $6 sell for $15. Sometimes you can even double your money. A lot of my high ROI products are those like $14, $15 products, where other people are kind of scared to fulfill that. If you can have a system where you're able to fulfill those orders very quickly, or package up that inventory as fast as you possibly can, it's worth it. If you want to maybe hire a family member or something to go ahead and package your inventory, I think it's super worth it. If you're doing it all yourself, you should probably stick to more expensive products so that you can spend less time stickering and more time spending money on those higher dollar products. But that's kind of a side note there. I really like these cheaper products because I just pay somebody to prep my products for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on Amazon as well, see what it's looking like these days. Looks like it's still selling for about the same price. I believe the reason I stopped buying this is because the price went up on Walgreens. Looks like the price has recently dropped back down to that $14.62. So we can just run the fees again on this. So if we could find this product for $6 again, that would still be a good flip. I can show you how I would maybe consider replenishing this. Honestly, you're just going to copy and paste it into Google and see where you can find it. It looks like everyone's selling it for $10 now. Physicians Formula themselves has it for $13.50. You can go ahead and check out Walgreens, make sure that price that it's pulling is correct. But it looks like that price got boosted way up from where I used to be buying it. That's just part of online arbitrage. Kind of the downside to online arbitrage is those profits or the products aren't as replenishable as they would be with wholesale, where you have a wholesale contract where you always know what the prices are going to be, and those prices can even drop over time as you build relationship and start putting in higher POs with bigger volume. So I hope this video was a useful look into the kinds of things that I'm selling on Amazon. I hope the category breakdown showing those couple products helps give you a good idea. Really, there's potential everywhere. You don't have to be so focused on getting those Nike shoes or the products or getting the Legos, the things that everyone's so concerned about getting ungated. Just really put your head down, find some products that you can sell, and worry about getting ungated later in those crazy brands. Just get those simple ungatings done. You can use Frontier to get grocery and most of health and beauty. There's a video up there on how I use Frontier to get ungated. But that's going to do it for this video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, drop any questions down below that you might have. I'm happy to answer those. But that's going to do it for this video. Thanks, guys.